Here with Gustav Iden, and he's going to answer all the hard questions. You ready for this?
I have a lot of answers.
I have a lot of questions, so let's go. Okay, let's talk about next year first. We're going to jump straight into next year. Your coach has said he's going to coach a pro cycling team. Are you worried about that? Is he going to be off? He wasn't here this time. Well, actually, let me wind that back a bit. He wasn't here because he had COVID, I believe, and he couldn't come to the island. Was that right?
Not COVID, like confirmed COVID at least, but he was sick and he didn't want to get the whole island of Hawaii sick with his man flu. So he couldn't come this time around. And coaching a pro cycling team, it's obviously going to be busy, but in his contract it doesn't have too many traveling days. So I hope it will be okay.
I'm sure he'll be looking after you guys. I'm sure he won't let that slip. Okay. On yesterday, you obviously didn't have a good day. It was, but you kind of called that before. You knew you weren't going to have a good day. But you said a little while ago that you were a little naive about the race, about how hard it can be. You had one good experience here and you thought, well, you know what, I've got this island sorted. How bad was it out there?
It was honestly horrible. I think a lot of the pros, I'm not sure if with age groupers, but a lot of us got burned by the jellyfish, and I guess that was just the start of the bad day. And things was just, obviously an Ironman is hard, but for me it was, I wasn't prepared how hard it was. And I guess if I entered the race with a little bit of different ambitions and different mindsets, I guess I could have finished. But when I started walking already at aid station 1, my mindset was already kind of broken a little bit, and it was hard to refocus. I was completely cooked. It was horrible, and I lay down on the Queen K and I just couldn't get back up again. I was just an awful day. But I think next time around I will be more prepared for what the island can throw at us. And seeing Patrick win after 6 years since the last time was honestly super motivating for me. And I feel like I have been out for a long time, but I mean it's 2 years. And in the grand scheme of things, it's basically nothing.
Okay, let's talk going forward now. Obviously, licking your wounds a little bit for the next few weeks, I imagine. 17.3 Worlds, is that happening?
No, it's off now. It was the plan to kind of see where it was at after this race. I had hoped I could be able to race there, but I am done with this season now. I will have some time off. I will do some hiking. It's one of my greatest pleasures in life to go in and reach mountains and do some mountain running there, and then just enjoy the scenery and life up there. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, looking ahead then to 2025. This year, a few athletes have fallen foul of having really busy calendars. You've got the T100 series, you've got the Pro series, you've got Kona at the end of the year. What would your plan be for next year?
I think racing is good, and I think I need more racing to get really sharp. But I think you also have to manage all the traveling. One of the issues with T100 and combining it with another racing style is all over the world, which is good for the sport, but not always good for the athlete. My main motivation is Nice. It's where kind of my long distance career really accelerated, even though I have done some racing before that. But Nice was kind of where it started in many sense. So Nice will be the big one next year for me.
Excited to go back there. Okay, having raced here on this course now with Race Ranger and not been off in the front this time, do you think they should go 20 meters at this race?
Hard one. I think Race Ranger makes everything a lot easier for the officials, but sometimes the official doesn't really read the dynamics as good. They maybe give out some penalties somewhere where it shouldn't be. But 12 meter with Race Ranger is really, really tight. And I think some athletes really benefited from that yesterday. But it's also hard to stay within draft zone. And it's a lot of false flats here in Kona. It's like a lot of change in speed. So it is hard to do the drafting without getting a penalty. It's a lot of in and out of the draft zone. And I think Patrick is one of the ones who has really mastered riding in a group. So his race yesterday was perfectly executed. And I am one of the ones who also benefits from that, but not when I'm 3-4 minutes behind on the swim.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I think with Race Ranger, it's almost that 12 meters has got closer than 12 meters used to be, because you were 12 meters, but you actually were safe at 14. So then everyone stayed 14. Now you know exactly where 12 meters is. Yeah. So yeah, I think, well, we'll see what they do next time. But you don't have to worry about that in Nice, really, do you? It's a different course entirely. Watching the rest of the pros, you guys obviously cutting edge tech. That's what you're all about, finding out the marginal gains everywhere, including your armpit bottles, which whether they work or not, are you going to do that again?
I think I had extremely good power to speed ratio yesterday. It's just the same that my power was too low and I still got cooked out of it. So yeah, I mean, it was fast conditions, but also my bike setup was really fast. I did end up losing one of my bottles though, and this is just the Mark II of the project, and it's just self-made together with a friend. So I think we have to optimize it a little bit, but I really do believe that it's a good solution. And I rode 255 watts yesterday, which is much lower than a lot of others, and I was alone for most of the day. So I would say my setup was really, really fast, but still got cooked.
Still room for optimizing too. Now, a few of the pros are going to be looking at your setup, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some armpit bottles on some other bikes in the not too distant future. Did you look at the other pros' bikes and take anything away and go, oh, I need to do that on my bike next season?
I saw some inspiration from track cycling from Sam Laidlow and Magnus Dittle with the injury tape on the calf. They didn't wear calf sleeve this time around. So that is obviously, it's been done before, but it's cool to see it implemented also in triathlon.
If you don't know what he's talking about there, they put like a line of tape up the front of their calf, which acts like a tripwire for aerodynamics, instead of putting a full calf sleeve on, which obviously is warmer. So interesting. Next time we see, you're going to change the color or something and make it stand out?
Yeah, it's a good, I like the creative solutions here.
And tripwires on your cheeks and everywhere else.
Might have it. But yeah, I think my bottle setup wouldn't work too good in Nice, because it's really hard to get out of the saddle to stand on the bike, and it's nice to be able to do that in Nice. So we'll see what I can do there. But yeah, I like the creativity in triathlon and pushing the boundaries a little bit.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, Gustav, and good luck for 2025. We'll be watching closely to see what innovations you do bring to Nice. I'm sure we'll see you there, and we'll sure see you on top form. And we'll be watching closely to see whether you do all the T100s on the way there or not too. Good luck with getting, enjoy your off season, and then good luck with getting ready for 2025.
Thank you.